Good morning, everyone. Good morning, 5/1, 5/2, 5/3, and 5/4. Well, today we're coming back to our English lesson, and we are still talking about food. Last time we had a brief background about food. We said food is anything that we can eat. And then today I will still take you through a little bit of the background. I'm going to show you a slideshow, and then after I will take you to the sentence formation, how to ask and answer questions about food. Let's begin. I hope everyone is fine. I hope everybody is okay. If you're sick, I wish you well. If you're happy, I'm happy too. Yeah, let's begin. Uh, that was food. What is food? We discussed that food is anything that we can eat. For example, tomatoes, beans, pizza, soda, water. Food can be salty or sweet or bitter or sour. Food is also in many kinds, okay? And then water, soda, liquids, fruits. Fruits are also considered as food as well. And then we talked about how you can relate, how you can speak about food, how you can make sentences about food. There are two categories of food, that is countable food and uncountable food or non-countable food. Um, Countable and non-countable food we use much when asking and answering questions about countable, non-countable food. If you want non-countable food to be counted, I will show you in the slide to come. Countable food, we use how many when we are asking. And then examples of non-countable food include, we talked about everything in the previous video. We talked about this in the previous video. Now, I had to read for you this in the previous video. I read for everybody and we said, is everything ready for the party? Are there enough pretzels? I think so. There are 3 bags. Do we have any soda? Yes, we do. How many cans of soda are there? There's only 1 can. We don't have enough. How many cans do we need? We need 12 cans. Sorry about that. Okay, see you soon. Jesus, it's too cold. Okay, now let us use how many. Let us see how we can use how many, how much, respectively. How much food, how many cans of beans. I'm going to show you a little bit in the books. I think you all have this book. Let's go. 4th edition student book. If you have it, open page 8. So on page 8, they are trying to show you that you can use how much when you're talking about non-countable food. Well, since it is page 8 and it is talking about how much, let's first of all go to how many cans of beans or how many bags of pretzels, how many bottles of water, How many bottles of soda? How many pieces of pizza? How many pieces of watermelon? Let's go to the next page. When asked about how many, always remember that one, they are asking you about countable nouns, and therefore you can count and speak the number of the item like this. For example, how many cans of tomatoes are there? How many cans of tomatoes are there? Let's see how many. There is one can. If you're talking about one item, there is. If you're talking about a singular noun, there is one. Use is. If you're talking about more than one item or more than two nouns or more than, as long as it is more than one, use there are. There are two cans. Let's continue. So if you see only one item, use is. But if you see more than one item, more than one, two, three, more than one, use are in order to answer the questions correctly. Let's continue. Use one collective noun that can be counted. For example, can, bottle, bag, piece, etc. A collective noun, what is a collective noun? What is a collective noun? A collective noun is a word that we use to describe something that we cannot count, especially when trying to know the exact number. Especially when trying to know the exact number. Now, I want to ask you a question. How many cans of tomato do you see? How many cans of tomato do you see? Do you see 3 tomatoes? Do you see 20 tomatoes? Do you see a can of tomatoes? Or do you see cans of tomatoes? What do you see? Let's look at the answers. For example, how many cans are there? How many cans are there? How many? How many? There is 1 can of tomatoes. There is 1 can of tomato. Or there is 1 can of tomatoes. Now, you have 1. There is. You only have 1. But if you had more than 1, if your number was 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you say, what do you say? If your number was 3 or 4, you say there are 4 cans of tomatoes. So 1 is the same as A. Okay? 1 is the same as A. Let's go back. Let's go back from the beginning. From the beginning, let's come back here. Is everything ready for the party? Are there enough pretzels? We're using pretzels as a general word because we don't know the number. We don't know how much pretzels are needed. So she's going to say, I think so. There are 3 bags. She did not say there are 3 pretzels. No, because she cannot count what is inside. But she can see or she can count the bags of pretzels. So she can say there are 3 bags. Do we have any soda? Any soda? She could have said, yes, we have. We have 1 sodas, or we have 2 sodas, or we have 3. But she said, yes, we do. And then look at the question. How many cans of soda are there? How many cans? Now we want to know the exact number. We want to know the exact number. Okay? We want to know exact number. This one, this word right here. We want to know the exact number. And then let's go back. She says, there is only 1 can, only one, only one. There is only, oh, there is only 1 can. We don't have enough. It's little, only 1. And then, how many cans do we need? How many cans do you want? How many pieces should I give you? You have to learn how to ask these questions. But you can only learn how to ask these questions if you learn how to use the collective nouns, the collective nouns. I hope everybody will try and understand. I'm sorry I cannot speak really slow, but try and look at the words. Every word that I have written or that I am showing you here in this video is very important for you. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to how much food. We don't have enough. How many cans do we need? We need 12. We need 12 cans. 12 is what number? Do you know 12? Do you know number 12? Okay, I'm sure you do. And then she says, okay, see you soon. Now let's come back here on this one. We have how many cans of beans? We have a can of tomatoes. We have cans of tomatoes. We have a bag of potato chips. We have bags of potato chips. We have a bottle of water, bottles of water, a piece of pizza, pieces of pizza, pieces of watermelon. Now, picture number 1. Picture number 1. You have to practice the words. It says B. Practice the words. Ask and answer. Practice the words. Ask and answer. A can of tomatoes. A can of tomatoes. Picture number 2. Cans of beans. Cans of beans. Picture number 3. A bag of potato chips. A bag of potato chips. Picture number 4. Bags of pretzels. Bags of pretzels. And then picture number 5. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. Picture number 6. Bottles of soda. Bottles of soda. Picture number 7. A piece of pizza. A piece of pizza. And then picture number 8. pieces of watermelon. Now, a can. A is the same as one, only one. A is the same as one is the same as A, or A is the same as one. Let's go back here. How many cans of tomatoes are there? Picture number one. Your answer is going to be there is one can of tomatoes. Picture number two. How many how many cans of beans are there? You're going to say there are 3 cans of beans, or you can say there are 3 cans. How many bags of potato chips are there? There is 1 bag. How many bags of pretzels are there? There are 2 bags of pretzels. So I am going to give you a simple exercise. You're simply going to make sentences on pictures number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. You make a question and an answer. Your question, for example, use this one. For example, how many cans of tomatoes are there? You make the question and write the answer. You make the question and write the answer. If you cannot write, you can make a video of yourself making questions and answers of these eight pictures. This is your exercise, because I'm stopping this video very soon. This is going to be your exercise. You make sentences, questions and answers. Okay, how many? We're now on how many. This one, how many? We're going to make 8 questions and 8 answers. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Thank you. I hope you understand something out of this lesson. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.